Fortnite has always been about building for years. If you couldn't crank 90s or build a tower in seconds, you were done. But Zero Build completely changes that, and honestly, it might actually be better than the original Fortnite. Here's why. Hey guys, my name is Ivers, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're back with another daily upload on a documentary. Today we're doing on Fortnite. Why is Zero Build the future of Fortnite? Let's get right into it. Let's be real. Normal Fortnite has gotten sweaty. Unless you played for years, you're not being the cranked kids who build skyscrapers in 2 seconds. Zero Build takes that away. Suddenly, casual players actually stand a chance and fights feel fun again, not stressful. And guys, let's be honest. You guys have all been there, raging for hours on end because you're trying to play Fortnite but you keep on getting full pieced. Trust me, I've been there myself, and I've switched to Zero Build recently, and I figured out this is the future of Fortnite. Honestly, I can't believe I waited this long to play Fortnite Zero Build until now, but you should definitely try it out. If you've definitely been struggling in build and you keep on dying off spawn, like I was before, then make sure to try out Zero Build, because Zero Build seriously changes the way our Fortnite is, and it's way more fun. And let's be honest, you might be actually missing out on a lot of things, because Fortnite is a good game if you're having fun. And let's be honest, you're not having fun while you're dying off spawn, are you? And guys, in Zero Build, your aim, movement, and positioning decide the fight. It's not about who can turbo build faster. It's about who can hit their shots and make smart plays. That makes Fortnite feel like a real shooter again, and a lot of players love that. So if you like that, make sure to try it out. And guys, if you're new to Fortnite, now I'm not that new to Fortnite, but if you're used to playing FPS games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, Zero Build is for you if you're trying out Fortnite, because building and mechanics can be really confusing nowadays, and the sweats have evolved majorly. You can clearly see the difference. 90s don't even matter anymore. And obviously, I used to be good at build, but you might be like me, where you used to be good at build, but now you're fucking ass. And that happened to me, and that's why I switched to Zero Build personally. But I think, honestly, this is the best game mode in Fortnite at the moment, and it proves the player counts have majorly dropped for builds, and Zero Build is now actually competing. Like, let's take example, Chapter 4, Season 4. At the start of that season, the player count was 1.1 million to the build mode, and only 300k to the Zero Build mode. However, now, at around 9 o'clock I'm recording this, the player counts for build were 87k, and the Zero Build player count was actually 78k. Meaning Zero Build is actually competing with build, even though the player counts for Fortnite overall have majorly dropped. And guys, without builds, every fight is about using the map, cover, high ground, grenades, and mobility items. All these matter way more. You have to think before you push, and that makes Zero Build more tactical instead of just spamming walls. And guys, you can see the proof. Fortnite is actually favoring the map towards Zero Build. Take example, this new season. You can see that the map actually has way more cover around, and way more gaps in the ground for Zero Build players to hide in while they're on the fire or whatever. And that's because Fortnite realizing this Zero Build game mode is actually holding up their game and basically revived their game, because even when Zero Build dropped for the first time in Chapter 3 Season 2, that was the first season it came out, OG players came back to the game to just play it out. And they realized this would eventually be the future of their game. And it's slowly showing in more and more. Sure, competitive has build players only. The competitive for Zero Build is way lower. But that's really good, because that means the casual players can actually enjoy this game without being bombarded by 90s or getting full pieced. And guys, if you watch this far, you're noticing I'm showing a lot of good moments from my Zero Build games. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is to show you guys what I mean by it's more tactical, and it's more about thinking where you want to go. Obviously, take example for this kill. I had to look for this guy. Let's be honest, if this was build mode, he would have built a fucking hotel. But it isn't, it's Zero Build, and he did it. That means it's way better, because you can actually hit your opponents without them building 10 walls in 2 seconds, which really does not make sense. And guys, many people are actually scared to go to Zero Build. Like, if you're scared to go to Zero Build like I was, here's the thing. I know change can be really hard, because hear me out, Zero Build is completely different from build mode. One tiny feature, it changes everything. And that means Zero Build is way different from build. It might be strange for your first couple of games to get used to it. Like, I obviously was pretty used to it already, because I was used to not building too much anyways, so. However, if you played your first Zero Build game already and you're noticing you keep losing fights and you keep on spamming the build button, that takes time. Unfortunately, you can't really do anything about it. It will take time for you to get used to not hitting that build button and you actually thinking about how to be tactical. And like, look around this map. I really didn't do a good job in these clips of showing it. But like, take this location for example. You see how the hills are different and there's a big open area. And you have to think, do you want to go in that open area? Or do you want to go in the hiding spots where you can actually move tactically and win your battles very easily? And that's the thing. Look, take example for this guy. He's taking it pretty tactically. He's hiding around that rock and then he escaped. Look, I tried to do it. No, I don't think it was this guy. He might have done it. I did a double pump on him and look, he escaped. And then he got into cover. That's tactical, guys. And you're going to actually notice that a lot in build. Or in Zero Build, not in build. In build, if that fight happened again, it would have just been a build fight and it would have been confusing. Because why am I building in a battle royale game? It doesn't make sense, right? And sure, if you've been playing the game for years and years and years, sure, build might be for you. If you're good at build, that's completely fine. And if you enjoy build, well, keep on playing it. Do not switch to Zero Build. However, if you're not enjoying build, switch to Zero Build right now. It will be way better. And I enjoyed it right away, but it might take ages for you to actually start enjoying it. And sure, it took me around 2 games to get used to the thing. And I did actually win a couple of games and have a lot of fun. Like this game right here where I was recording, I had a ton of fun because I was getting kills left and right. And it was extremely fun for me. Another thing, guys, if you're actually good at Zero Build, right? Like at the start of the season, I was playing build and I couldn't actually enjoy this season because I kept on dying off spawn over and over again. But it was only until I switched to Zero Build and then I realized how good this season really is. And that could be the same for you. Fortnite is actually a really good game. You just have to figure out where you're good and where you're not. And that's why they make multiple game modes like Reload and Reload Zero Build even. If you're a Reload player, there is a Zero Build that is for Reload and it's out there. And there's hundreds of thousands of people playing it every single day. And it's amazing. Now, personally, I like the Battle Royale way more than Reload, as I kind of enjoy the new maps and that stuff. I don't really like the old maps too much. I'm not a guy who lives the past. That's simple. However, this is really good because guys, I actually forgot how good Fortnite was until I switched to Zero Build, and it's really annoying because I missed a lot of good seasons. Like Chapter 6 Season 2, for example, I played Build in that season. I feel like if I played Zero Build in that season, that would have been a really fun season for me. And look, take example, guys. You have to try it out, and you won't know before you try it. If you don't like Zero Build and you play for ages and ages, and you really want to switch back to Build and go back to dying off spawn, sure, that is your choice in the end. I cannot control that, unfortunately. Actually, what am I on about, unfortunately? I shouldn't be able to control that. My bad. But anyway, guys, obviously, again here, look, I'm thinking tactically, I'm in cover. I know I've said that a lot of times this video. But guys, if you watch this long, please hit that sub button and hit that noise bell, hit that like button. I upload every day. And this took me a really long time to make, and I put a lot of work into these documentaries. Because I want you guys to have the best entertaining experience. And also get the correct information. Because I see people out there fucking dissing Zero Build. And I saw that shit. I was like, fuck off. I'm protecting Zero Build. Because this shit is amazing, chat. What am I on the chat? I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, this is the best game mode you should play. And personally, I think, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I played it sooner. And guys, one last reason. If you guys were like me and really wanted to get good at build and you were practicing every single day but your work was going into basically nothing, just please try out Zero Build, give it a chance. I used to think really bad at Zero Build. I thought it was only for bots and I thought if I played it, honestly, I would have just been a bad player. But no, playing Zero Build does not make you a bad player. Do not think that, please. And listen, this game mode already has big creators playing it, like Ninja and Nick30 even plays it sometimes. And a lot of people have switched to Zero Build over the years. And obviously, I'm one of those people now. I switched to Zero Build. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You're about to hear the outro from me. But anyway, guys, enjoy the show of me. If you want, you can watch this video on mute again and just watch me killing a bunch of people. You can do that if you want. But guys, I'm going to leave that up to you. Alright? But anyway, we're near the end of the video now. And if you watched this far, comment potato. The code word is potato, by the way. Just comment down potato if you watched this far. By the way, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and now you're gonna hear the outro from me. And guys, guess what? We have reached near the end of the documentary. I hope you guys enjoyed. But remember, Zero Build isn't just another mode. It's shaping Fortnite's future. Do you agree? Or Build still king? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe for more Fortnite content. I hope you have an excellent day, and peace out. Bye-bye.